Hey guys, it's Ella here. So my Instagram Explore page has been taken over by these and these and these and these. Obviously, these are the Selkie dresses. They really brainwashed me. I really wanted to get one for myself, and because it's kind of pricey and I can't think of an occasion that I would actually wear that dress. So I'm like, oh, should I get it? Should I get it? Just when I was about to place the order, it said that it's like pre-order or something. It basically takes like a month to get to me. So I'm like, girl, no. So I want to go ahead and try to make one myself so I don't have to buy them. This is gonna be a super challenging one because I was never properly trained to sew, and I just basically learned everything by myself. And before this dress, I probably only finished 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, including the one I made in middle school and failed the class. You can probably find all the video of me making all these previous pieces on my Instagram or TikTok, or maybe here. It's gonna be a challenging one and I want to take the challenge. All right, it's a Sunday today and I got all my kids' duty out of the way yesterday, so today I have the whole day for myself and I'm gonna go ahead and start making the Selkie dress. Okay, so the Selkie dress, their top part, the chest part is kind of see-through because they didn't use like a lining fabric inside. It's all the see-through fabric, but I'm gonna add lining fabric, which I'm gonna use this one. Inside, I'm not gonna add the lining fabric for the sleeves, but I do wanna add this inside the dress for one layer. And also I wanna add this on the chest part so my boobies won't be showing. So I'm actually not feeling too well today because my period came. So I'm not gonna stress too much. I'm just gonna try to finish the top part, the chest part of the dress, and fingers crossed if I have enough energy and time, I'm gonna start going into the sleeves. I'll just leave the dress, the bottom part, to later because it's gonna require a lot of fabric. If I messed up, I'm gonna mess up big. But the sleeves and the top part doesn't really require that much fabric. So if I really messed up, it's not gonna be too bad. All right, let's get started. Okay, so step 1, we need to create the pattern first before moving on to anything. So I made the pattern based on my own measurement. I made the front top parts, the 2 back top parts, the lining of the dress part. I didn't make a pattern for the layers of the dress because I feel like I can freestyle that part depending on how much fabric I'll end up using. And also the sleeves. And here are the pattern I made for the chest, the top part. This is the front part. I'm gonna create these triangles. I'm gonna sew them in like this so it fits my boobies perfectly. And then here are the back part. I'm just gonna do like the tailoring on the front part, and then for back I'm just gonna keep them flat. One thing at a time, I'm going to cut out the pieces for the top part and work on those first before moving on to the sleeves and the dress part. Okay, now that I have cut out the pieces, I'm gonna first try the thread tension on these 2 pieces first to confirm what tension should I give for them so I don't mess up again. And then I'm gonna sew together these triangles on both the main fabric and the lining fabric first before doing anything else, combining any of the pieces.
A few moments later.
Okay, now that the main fabric is done, I've created this little triangles here. I'm gonna move on and do the lining part, and then I'm gonna combine the back and the fronts together. Now that I have combined the front and the back part on both the main fabric and the lining fabric, it's time to put them together. But before that, I am going to do something about these because the fabric is kind of see-through. So I don't want to be able to see through the dress and see all these raw edges. So I'm gonna probably do like a French seam on here. For those of you who don't know, French seam is when you sew together 2 pieces of fabric, you cut one side of the raw edges shorter and fold the longer side over the shorter one and push it down to the shorter side of the fabric and sew on top of it. I learned this on YouTube last week. Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. I love doing these. It's just so satisfying to just touch and see it. Now that the chest and back parts are done, it's time to work on the sleeves. Here's what we're gonna do. So first, I'm gonna sew together these highlighted parts. These will be the inside of our arms, and by sewing them together, we're creating a tube shape for the sleeve, although it's not really looking like a tube for puffy sleeves, but you know what I'm saying. And then I'm going to sew a zigzag on top of an elastic thread all around the marking, and then pull on the elastic thread at the end to create the puffiness of the sleeve. Ta-da! The sleeves are done! I'm gonna go ahead and attach them to the top part. I actually did a little measurement in the mirror earlier. I think I am going to attach these much to like this armpit area.
A few moments later.
Okay, now the sleeves are attached. Let me show you guys how it looks. But since here where the sleeve and the top part attached, there's some open seams and I kind of don't want them to look like that. And I feel like if I'm just gonna wear the dress by itself without like any undergarment, which I can't wear anything underneath, it's gonna show. So it might actually itch me. So I'm gonna use this one that I got from Amazon and then just kind of cover the edges and then sew on top of it, so it kind of just closes up.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, I just spent the last, I don't know, 2 hours closing up this part right here. This is how it looks from behind. I also added the, what is that thing called? Here, and then I kind of just fold it down and then sew on top of it so it doesn't show on here. Now I think the top is all done. I mean, I kind of still have to add the zipper at the end, but then I want to wait for this for the dress part because the zipper is definitely gonna go more down than just this piece of like the top part. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the dress and then add the zipper at the end.
The next day.
It was getting dark last night, so I stopped and came back to clip the dress on today. I wanted to sew everything together in one seam, so it took me forever to clip everything, including the lining part and the 2 layers of the dress on point, including creating the folds on the main fabric. After approximately 4 hours of trying to clip the layers on, it's finally time to sew. After sewing them together, I'm also gonna add some binding tape on these raw edges as well to close them up. I just can't see open edges, they bother me. And then it's time to add the zipper. This step was so hard to do because it is too thick for the sewing machine. I broke a needle trying to attach the zipper on.
Guys, I'm not even kidding here. Look at this. Oh, I love it. Okay, let me see. What? Oh my god, I can even do like a kid size for my kids, and then we can wear the same dress together. By the way, I bought these a while back, and I feel like I should have bought the pink one if I bought the pink one. And look at this with the dress. Okay, by the way, ignore the background. I just shot some TikTok and Instagram content, so ignore them. Just look at me. I want to just go to shoot pictures right now for this outfit. I mean, for this dress. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel. And if you're on Instagram or TikTok, make sure to follow me on there as well. Let's hang out. All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.